Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Theta Emerald Nuzlocke. I am Atyrum, and today we're starting out on Route 118 here, where I don't believe we've caught a Pokemon yet, so if we run into something in the water here, we will catch it. Otherwise, I think the grass over on the other side over here technically counts as part of the route as well, so I think I prefer to get a Pokemon over there, because we already do have a good water type. Oh, and this guy's not a trainer, he's going to give us a good rod. So if we ever do need another water type, though I would hope we don't ever need another one, because I really love having Mira on the team. She's a very fast and really good special attacker, so I would hate to lose her. Okay, and during that battle, I completely forgot that Bulldoze actually works like Earthquake, and it ends up hitting everybody on the field. But luckily, I do have Brustle on my team again. I took Mash'em out because I feel like he got a lot of attention last episode with the normal type gym. But luckily, Brustle didn't take too much damage because it is a neutral attack. And I don't even care about this. Let's just give him random word, dream, sure, that's fine. There's not really much you can say with these things because it's a one-word kind of thing. Although a lot of the sayings you can use are multiple words. But anyways, yeah, Brustle's back on the team for now, but we will be rotating between her and Mash'em every now and again. And once we actually have more Pokemon, because right now we really don't have much in the box, but once we have a little more Pokemon, a few more Pokemon is what I'm trying to say, we will start turning the experience share on and really doing more of a rotating team. Right now we're really only rotating out one member of the team, so I mean I feel like we don't have enough variety and not enough Pokemon in the box that I really do kind of want to use. Although we do have a couple of Pokemon, we do have a Sandile in the box, I know. So we could rotate that with Craig at some point, although we just got Craig on the team last episode, so I don't want to be swapping him out just yet. And we do also have the Pokemon in the daycare. I actually threw the Tepig we caught, and one other Pokemon, I don't remember which one it was though. But they're in the daycare gaining levels, so they will be easy to catch up once we get to that point. At this point in the game, in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I think this is the part where you actually get Latios or Latias, which makes the game incredibly easy because Latios and Latias are incredibly powerful. But yeah, luckily we're playing Emerald and we don't have to worry about that. And let's make sure we have a good Pokemon in the lead because these guys are going to be bird tamers. Let's go ahead and get Craig out there, even though we still have quite a few levels to get through before we can evolve him. Once we do get him evolved into a Rhydon, though, I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to evolve him into Rhyperior pretty soon after that, because I believe he's going to count as a trait evolution that can evolve with the Link Cable item. But right now he's definitely doing really good, and I think he'll probably be our MVP for the upcoming gym. Even as a base form Pokemon, he's got some pretty good stats. I'm going to go ahead and get Agatha out in the lead here because we are going to get a catch here in a moment as soon as we actually run into something. But first I want to go ahead and get these citrus berries up here, because citrus berries are a fairly useful item, although in this generation... Oh, actually that might have been changed, because I know at some point there's a change, so instead of restoring 30 HP, they restore a percentage of your HP instead. And that change might have been implemented in this hack, since it does include a lot of other features from later games. And here's our first encounter for Route 118, and it's going to be a Heracross. Heracross is a very cool Pokemon. I will definitely take that. So first of all, let's put it to sleep. Hopefully, make sure it doesn't have anything that could throw at us that might hurt us. I don't know if it can learn stuff like Pursuit, although that would be non-stab, and it is a pretty low base power, but I just want to make sure we're not risking too much here. Let's go for a Dark Pulse. That should be not very effective. Okay, maybe we can go for something a little bit more powerful. A Stab Clear Smog should still be not very effective, right? No, that's neutral, but that's okay. We didn't do too much. Aerial Ace might hurt a little bit. Okay, but we're fine. Okay. Hypnosis again, put it back to sleep, and we actually hit it twice in a row, which is really nice. And then we will go ahead and start chucking Pokeballs. Heracross, I believe, has a more difficult catch rate, but we should be fairly okay because it is asleep. I really do love having a sleeper on my team because it makes things so much easier. Netball works better on water and bug types, so let's go ahead and try a Netball before we start using our Ultra Balls up. We'll see how well this does. And there we go, perfect. Alright, so now I have to think of a good name for a Heracross. And yeah, Heracross is a cool Pokemon. I've used a Heracross before, not in a Nuzlocke, I don't believe, but I have used them in the past, and it's a really good Pokemon. Ooh, Shadow Ball! That's very nice. Technically, Hex is going to be more powerful if my opponent's asleep, but I'd rather not have to worry about landing a 60 accuracy Oh, and Heracross is still sitting out there. I hope I didn't break the game. I really hope I didn't break the game here. Okay, that was weird. Because somehow it wasn't in the Pokeball anymore. It was just sitting out there in the field. But anyways, I'd prefer to have Shadow Ball so I can just go right in for the attack and not worry about having my opponent be asleep. So anyways, let me go ahead and think of a name for a Heracross. Okay, so my immediate thought was to name Heracross Hercules, but of course we had a Machamp named Hercules in the Silver Nuzlocke, so obviously I couldn't name it the same thing because that would be silly. So I went with Goliath because I believe Heracross is based partially off the Goliath beetle. I believe that's what it's called. But anyways, we have a new Heracross, and we can go ahead and move on. We don't have a fighting type on our team right now, but we do have a bug type, so we may end up rotating Sasha and our new Heracross. I feel that would probably be a good idea. But anyways, let's go ahead and get some different Pokemon switched out here and head into the grass up here. Is this the same route? Hang on. This is Route 118. This is Route 119. Okay, cool. It is going to start raining, though, so that's kind of annoying. Oh, and let's go ahead and put Agatha back in the lead because we're going to have to catch something else here. I guess I just realized that. So let's go ahead and see what we can find up on this route up here. It's probably going to be a grass type. It's a Weeping Bell. That's going to count for Dupe's Claws, so let's go ahead and see if we can run into something else. Alright, let's try again real quick, see if we can run into something else. Again, we do have 3 tries to find something we don't have yet, and it's an Arbok. We don't have an Arbok. We did run into, and actually we did catch an Ekans, and we briefly kind of had it on our team in Silver version, but I never really got around to using it. So we might give Arbok a try. At some point. It is about the level to match with our team, so I guess we'll see. Obviously, we already do have a really good poison type in Agatha, but yeah, we'll see what works out, and it cured the sleep. That's annoying. At least that's not 100% sure that it'll cure it, so we can... Oh, it's a crunch! That's a crunch! That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. We're getting Agatha out of there. I was really worried for a second, but then I remembered that Arbok has terrible stats, and that's probably why we won't end up using it, actually. That would be kind of sad if it ended up killing Agatha, because I was just talking about how it could be a poison type on our team, but Agatha's a better poison type, and it was going to be like, you know what, no, I'm going to defeat my rival here, my rival for the position of poison type on your team. So, luckily we did manage to survive that. It's a non-step crunch coming from an Arbok, which... yeah, again, doesn't have great stats, so I have a feeling we probably wouldn't be using it unless we really had no other choice. I mean, it's a Pokemon I really want to like, but I don't know. There's just so many Pokemon out there, and there's just so many of them that just aren't very good, you know? There's so many Pokemon that I think are pretty neat looking, and I really want to use them, but I don't know. We'll see. We might throw in our team briefly. I mean, we are doing a rotating team. Once we start turning the experience share around, we could probably have different team every episode. I mean, I'll probably keep certain members that I want to keep around as often as possible, like Russell and Cerberus and all of them. But anyways, let's go ahead and think of a name for Arbok here. Okay, so Arbok's nickname is going to be Salazar, which is, of course, another Harry Potter reference, much like Scabbers in the Silver Nuzlocke. But anyways, now we can go ahead and put somebody else in the lead, and we probably don't want it to be Cerberus because it is raining here. So let's put Mira in the lead. There's going to be a whole bunch of bug trainers up here we're going to have to face off against. So I'm not too worried about running into grass types. Okay, and these guys are called the Mimic Circle. And I suppose since we got through all those, we got our catch for this route, we can go ahead and use a Repel now. Assuming I have one. I do have one, right? Did I miss it somewhere? Did I use it? I think I used them all up in the Mirage Tower. So I guess I'm just gonna deal with having a lot of random battles to cut out here. But what I was starting to say back there is that this group of trainers down in this area over here is called the Mimic Circle, and they're kind of annoying to have to run into all of them because they kind of follow your movements. It's kind of hard to get them to kind of like get into a battle with them. I'm not really gonna worry about it. We're at a good level right now. If I need to come back and grind off of them later, I can. I mean, I'm so used to, you know, battling every single trainer, but at this point I don't think we really need to. I think we'll be okay, and I already have a citrus berry, so I'm not going to worry about that. I can always plant some more somewhere else. I just want to cut down on the amount of random battles I have to cut out here, because we did run into quite a few wild Pokemon back there. Anyways, this trainer here is probably going to have grass types. But I still don't really want to send in Cerberus, but I guess we're going to do it anyway. Because it is raining, so fire-type moves will be weaker. But I guess we'll do it anyway. Also, I still haven't gotten down Mega Evolving. I mean, I pressed start before I attack because I read that's how you're supposed to do it, but it doesn't seem to be working for some reason. I don't know why that is. I'll have to look into that. But I keep trying to Mega Evolve Cerberus in battle, but it never works. It's a little bit irritating, but oh well. I mean, we'll figure it out at some point. Oh no. Oh, I sent out Sasha against this Vigoroth because I was like, oh yeah, Sasha's really physically defensive. Oh, but unfortunately, Sasha just doesn't hit hard enough, and that Vigoroth just came out with counter. Oh man, it's been a while since we lost somebody. That's probably that one wasn't really my fault, I want to say, because the other two deaths we had so far this series, I feel like they've really been kind of my fault. Like I did something stupid, sent out a Pokemon I shouldn't. This one, I didn't know the Vigoroth would have counter. Oh, that stinks. Oh well, we should be able to knock it out in one hit with Surf because we do have Rain up. I was really hoping to bring Sasha all the way through the game because I've never used a Wormadam before. I think I mentioned that when I evolved her, but oh, that's really sad. I mean, I guess she was starting to get to a point where she wasn't keeping up as well anymore. I mean, I don't know. It still stinks though that we lost another Pokemon. Oh well, I guess we're gonna, once we get to the Weather Institute up here, there is a PC there, so we will go ahead and say goodbye to her there, and I guess we'll find a replacement. I guess Goliath will be on the team already. We don't have a fighting type on our team right now, do we? I don't think we do. So I guess Goliath will fill that niche fairly well. And here comes a Tropius. I guess I'm going to cut out the rest of this battle now, like I usually do. Alright, and this guy's going to, of course, give us his phone number like most trainers do. And, okay, I don't care about you trying to catch a Lickitung. That doesn't matter to me. I just lost a Pokemon. Okay, I guess we're fine continuing through this grass. This isn't a new route yet. Okay, we're starting to hurt here a little bit. I just ran into a Kecleon there. I didn't realize you could find those in the wild. But it actually did quite a bit of damage with Ancient Power, which I was kind of surprised by. So let's top off everybody's health because we do still have some trainer battles to get through up here. And then we'll be fighting Team Aqua in the Weather Institute, I believe. Yeah, so we're going to do that, and then we have a rival fight, and we'll be getting to Fortree after that. And I think that's where we're going to end the episode off. Alright, and I'm going to make this into 2 single battles instead, because I don't feel like messing with double battles right now. You know what we're really lacking right now? We're really lacking electric-type coverage. At some point, I'm going to run back up to Mauville, because there's a little side mission you can do, probably after I get Fly, maybe before, actually. But Watson, the gym leader from Mauville, has a little task for us, in which he wants us to enter New Mauville and shut off the power, I believe. So if you do that, we actually get the TM for Thunderbolt, which I could give to Agatha, give us some electric-type coverage. And we could also catch an electric-type Pokemon in there. I'm guessing I'd probably get a Magnemite. That's probably pretty likely, although Magnemite would give us some good coverage too. So, yeah. And I believe those are the last 2 trainers we really had to fight right now. Although there is an item down there I want to get to. Hopefully I don't run into anything. And it's Elixir, which I still haven't really been using these because most of the time I can always get back to a Pokemon Center pretty easily and I don't want to waste items. I guess I'll be saving those up until we get all the way up to the Elite Four, assuming we make it that far. Cross your fingers, knock on wood. But, yeah, I suppose I'll be hanging onto those until then. But, anyways, Team Aqua has taken over the Weather Institute. Let's go ahead and heal up, and then we're going to have to say our goodbyes to Sasha, who has been a good team member for so long. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, she's not really the kind of Pokemon that you generally bring through the entire game. I mean, most people probably don't even use a Wormadam, but I don't know, like, she's been with us since, like, almost the very beginning here. I don't know, and we're not, I mean, I guess we're not that far in the game, but at the same time, it sucks to see her go. So we could either add Goliath to the team, or we could add Sarkos to Sandile. Either of those would cover up types that we just lost, as well as giving us an extra type, although we already have a dark type, so we don't really need the dark type coverage. So I'm going to say Goliath for now, although we can always trade things out later on. and rotate our team a little bit. And yeah, I think that's good for our team for now. So let's go ahead and head in and start fighting off Team Aqua here. And I just realized I probably should have checked what order my team was in, because Cerberus isn't the best choice for fighting against Team Aqua. So let's get Brussels out in the lead there, and we'll try out Goliath a little bit here, because their levels aren't too terribly high, so we should be okay. Although some of these trainers have some very interesting Pokemon. I really like that in this hack, Team Aqua and Team Magma are given so much more variety. I mean, I know I harped on Maxie having some really weak Pokemon, but at least the grunts have more than just, you know, like in the default game they'd have Carvanha and Poochyena and Zubat, and that's about it. But in this hack, they've been given so many more options. It's just really nice. I mean, and they don't even just have water types. They have all sorts of different types. I mean, obviously Team Aqua doesn't have any fire types, but they do have, like, one of those trainers had an Aron and a Halucha, and just lots of interesting stuff. It's nice to see, you know, some different Pokemon here and there. I mean, I guess in the end, what they have doesn't really matter to you guys, because I do cut out most of the random battles, but it's nice for me, and of course you guys get to see the variety in the boss battles and such. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh, I can't believe we just lost 2 Pokemon in one episode! Oh, Craig was confused, and poisoned, and I thought I had enough HP. Oh, and he hit himself, and then the poison finished him off. Oh, that sucks. Oh, we're back to me doing stupid things again. Oh, I should have healed him up. I thought about healing him up, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll get through the confusion, and even if I don't, you know, like, he has good defense, but I don't know, I don't even know if defense comes into play when you're hitting yourself in confusion. Oh, that stinks. Alright, well I guess we're doing some more team rearranging this episode. Alright, well let's head back down to the PC. Well, I guess we're going to heal up the rest of our team too, before we face off against the Team Aqua admin here. Oh, I can't believe I left Craig in. I mean, we've only had him for 1.5, 2 episodes now, because we're kind of are getting to the end of this episode here, but still, I mean, oh. Yeah, I was really looking forward to having, I should probably take this item off him before I, oops. Guess we have to go somewhere else to do that. Move items. But yeah, I was really looking forward to having a Rhydon on our team and a Rhyperior, because I've never used either one of those Pokemon. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Okay, well, I'm going to try and play things a bit more smart. I will try to do the smart from here on out. Let's go ahead and release Craig. Goodbye. You were great for a little while there. You were going to be our MVP for this upcoming gym, but right now, oh, what do we have against flying types? Not much. And by not much, I mean nothing. Goliath here, Brussels, they're both weak to flying. So is Masham, and we don't have anything to resist flying now. Well, crap. We're going to have to do some more catches between episodes, I think, because I want to make sure I'm ready for this upcoming gym. But for now, let's put Masham back on the team, because we probably want everything we can get for this upcoming battle. And of course, another grass type is always good, because you are facing off against Team Aqua. And I'm not sure what the admin's going to throw at us to start with. I guess we're going to see here. Who should I have out in the lead? I think Mira's probably a safe bet, because it's of a water type. If it's a water type, we can always switch out or stay in and resist it. I kind of think we could get Thunderbolt on Mira as well, actually. That would add some nice coverage, because right now Mira doesn't have really anything to attack with other than Bubble Beam, because Psywave is, as I mentioned before, not a very good attack. It's kind of like a random damage attack that doesn't take type into account, so it's kind of annoying. And that wasn't quite enough to defeat Grimer, but hopefully one more Surf should finish it off, as long as that evasiveness doesn't come too much into play. Shadow Sneak, that might hurt a little bit. Luckily it's an unevolved Grimer. Okay, that didn't do too much. And Surf did hit, so we do knock out the Grimer there. So the admin here does have a full team of 6, so there might be some things to be worried about here. Mightyena, okay, we are ready for Mightyena, I believe. Do we want to send in Masham? We want to send in Masham. I was just thinking it's going to throw Intimidate at us, so we are going to get our attack lowered, but we should still be okay here. Because Masham isn't... The way I have Masham set up, Masham is more of a kind of a tanky kind of Pokemon, where we want to, you know, kind of whittle down our opponent and heal ourselves up in the process. So I'm going to get a Leech Seed up because I'm worried my Drain Punch is not going to be doing too much damage, but we will be getting a lot of our health back here and staying topped off. I don't think this Mightyena can really hit us with anything. Really hoping at some point I'll get a better Grass-type move, by which I mean a physical Grass-type move, because Mashham's special attack just isn't very good. And here we are with the Confusion again, so that's really annoying. I might just go ahead and heal that off. Oh, that did a lot. That did a lot, probably because of the Swagger. Okay, so we want to heal... I don't think the Mightyena can do too much to us, so we want to heal the health off first, and then use the Lava Cookie to heal the Confusion. And then we should be able to knock out the Mightyena in one hit, honestly. But you know what? If it wasn't for that Intimidate, Mashham would have killed himself right there. I'm actually thankful for the Intimidate right now. That Intimidate saved us. Yeah, because that would have done a lot more damage if we had our normal attack boosted up by Swagger. Okay, well, that was... I guess I'll count that as a close call yet again. We did already lose 2 Pokemon this episode. I'll count that as a close call, and this episode has not been a very good episode. I feel like the game might be ramping up a little bit in difficulty, which is good, because it was getting a little bit too easy back there for a little bit. I mean, obviously the last gym was a little bit challenging, but that's partially because of me ramping up the difficulty myself. I guess we'll see what the next gym has here, the Flying-type gym. I'll actually go into my editing program and edit it to see what it has, and decide for myself if I need to upgrade it or if it's fine as it is. Alright, Mightyena's down. Here comes a Lapras. Lapras is going to have Ice-type moves, but Lapras is also really slow, and we've got raised attack. And we're also faster, luckily enough. Breloom isn't a very fast Pokemon, but it is faster than Lapras. And with our boosted attack from Mightyena's Swagger, we were able to take it out pretty easily there. And we might just sweep through the rest of the team with Mashham, honestly. I think that might be a good option here. Next up is a Roserade. We can't really hit Roserade with much, so I guess we are going to switch out here. Let's send in Cerberus, and we're going to keep trying to Mega Evolve. It has the Mega Stone on it, I'm pretty sure, right? I put it on there. I don't know why I can't get Mega Evolution to work. What if we hold down Start and press the button? No. I'm probably missing something here. I wonder if you have to press Start in the newer version of the hack, and there's a different way to do it in this version. I don't know. This is getting kind of annoying, because I really want to use Mega Evolution, but I haven't been able to so far. Anyways, here comes a Carvanha. Let's send in Brussel. Give her a little bit of attention here. And yeah, we are going to need some different Pokemon here. So, before we face Winona next episode, I think I'm actually going to go on a bit of a surf spree here, because there's lots of new areas that have opened up, especially water routes, that we can go catch Pokemon and fight trainers on. So I think what I might do is I'll do that all between episodes, and kind of put that at the beginning of the next episode. I'll have kind of like a speed montage through me fighting all those trainers and doing my catches for all the areas that have opened up now, and any areas I haven't caught Pokemon yet. And then I'll bring you guys back next episode when we're ready to explore Fortree and fight the gym up there. And we'll have some different Pokemon. I will probably be taking any of our Pokemon weak to flying off our team. And I guess I don't mind having a couple of water types on our team, if that's what it ends up having to happen. And apparently Team Magma is heading for Mount Pyre, so Team Aqua wants to follow them and find out what's going on. So yeah, we saved the day here. And this guy's going to give us a cast form, which I'm not going to give it a nickname because I don't technically think we're allowed to use it, because I don't think the Weather Institute technically counts as a different area. I would count this as part of Route 119, I think was the one that we were just on. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm not going to release it, I don't think. But I'm going to go ahead and move that into a different box, so I remember that I can't really use that at this point. Although I will gladly take that Mystic Water. Oh wait, I have to go back out of here and move items to get that off. But yeah, I'll gladly take the Mystic Water. I think that'd probably be a nice item to have, and I think that's not cheating to take that. We'll just pretend we got an item from this guy instead of getting a cast form. And we should probably also heal up because we do have a rival fight coming up. And I'm up to 36 minutes right now. But I know we have some random battles and such to cut out, so we should be okay. It might be a little bit long on today's episode, but I do want to get the rival battle in today. Actually, you know what? That rival battle's going to go a little bit long, so let's start next episode off with the rival battle. Yeah, I think that'd probably be the best option. So yeah, next episode we'll start off with the rival battle, and then I'll go ahead and do a montage of all the surf routes, catching Pokemon, all that kind of stuff. It'll probably be a quick, like, 2 or 3 minute montage, but it'll probably be, you know, like, quite a good bit of time of gameplay for that. But we do want to make sure we have a good team for taking on flying types, because right now we really don't. Because we have nothing to resist it. 3 of the Pokemon on our team right now are weak to flying, 2 of them doubly so. So yeah, we want to make sure we have a better team for that. So anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode of the Pokemon Theta Emerald Nuzlocke.